Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we have switched into warmer clothes because we are now in much warmer environments. Since the Dravanian Forlands seem to have not been affected by the calamity as much, at least not to the extent that they have frozen over, like Kurthus has. Alright, Alphino, Azael, how are you two doing? And Estinian, before we check in with Marsachamp on what lies ahead. I have read widely of the world and its wonders, yet after taking but a few steps into the unknown, I am reminded of how much I still have to discover. These hunters scrabble in the shadow of dragons for naught but the love of coin. Greed inspires courage and madness in equal measure, it seems. I mean, it's worked for them so far, hasn't it? I am glad to see Marsacham is doing well. Alright, Marsacham, what can we expect to see on the road ahead? Heh. Okay, you've got a blue quest and you've got triple triad. We'll come back for that later. Now, what could be worse than dragons? Marsachamp would give you fair warning about what awaits to the west. There's our aiming close, and yes, no skill speed, just what I wanted. I dare say you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you, the bloody Noth. They're what you might get if you crossed an antling with a megala crab and taught the thing how to walk on two legs. They never used to stray far from their hives out of fear of the dragons, but they've gotten a lot more aggressive of late, sending out war parties for moms in all directions. They've even taken to harassing the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you can believe it. Wow! Brave, brave, brave! And when they venture into the forest, which is more and more by the way, they certainly ain't afraid to come after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it'd be closer to the Noth's home territory. Okay, so watch out for Noth then. These hunters... Oh, same thing as before, and let me guess. Same thing as before. Alright, Azael, you ready to go? It would seem that much has changed in Dravania. The Noth were not wont to cause such strife when I lived here. You lived here in Dravania? Aye, 'twas in the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I had fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the paths of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its boughs. That was when I chanced upon Hraesvelgr. He had descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm, nor the vision of the past his presence visited upon me. Thankfully, Marsachamp found my unconscious form at the edge of the trees, and nursed me back to health, and in Tailfeather I remained for some time. Hence your familiarity with the locals, but I interrupted you. You were saying these Noth were once a peaceful people. Peaceful would not be the most fitting description. They are a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside the borders of their homeland, however, they were rarely hostile. Indeed, we were even able to trade with them on occasion. They have changed, then. What of it? We have not the time to creep through the underbrush on some roundabout route. I say we make straight for Somal and crush any unruly insects we made underfoot. Okay, not ideal, Estinian. A more direct path, then. Very well, let us first follow the trail west out of the forest and make for the statue of the Stained One. From there, we should have a fair view of the road that leads to Somal. Shall we? Alright, I'm not really a fan of just how aggressive the language was there. Crush them underfoot? No! I'd rather not get into conflict at all. Okay, we're heading back out of Tailfeather up north, and then we're going to make our way to the west. It is a very, very pretty forest with really interesting trees. Like, multiple trunks that combine into one? And it kind of looks like there's roots coming out, so it almost looks like the tree started with that middle trunk in the ground, but then the roots grew so big they shoved the whole tree vertically. Is kind of what it looks like. It's funky though. It's really, really funky. Alright, well this is nice, having a nice, clean, paved pathway for us to follow. That's not exactly common. Oh dear, what do we have up ahead? Other than a flea, a giant flea. Hello there, flea. Okay, what do we have here? We've got Noth. Alright, hello there, Noth. Sorry, but if you're attacking first, I'm going to have to deal with you. This is self-defense. I would have rather keep moving, but you decided to attack first. Alright, continuing down the path, we have... What are you? A Bandersnatch, and you're on my hunt log. Don't mind if I do. That's something I'm willing to fight. Maybe eventually I'll have fought enough enemies that I can finally pick up the next hunt log. The next daily hunt log, that is. Maybe I should have saved unlocking the hunt log for when we got far enough in the main story. Need 2 more? Yeah, you know what? Screw it. They're right here. Let's deal with it and then we'll move forward. And I believe after this it'll be just 1 more target before the daily log is finally done after picking it up months ago. Actually, I want to check that. How close are we to done on the 1-star daily log? We still have Vinegaroons to fight, also in the Forelands, and then we're finally done. Amazing. Alright, well that's progress. I am excited to finally be able to start doing those daily hunt logs daily and start building up my, Centurio Seal collection. Okay, another Ether Current here. And let me check where this one is for the log. 31.2, 16.8? 31.2, 16.8. Okay, marked it off on my list. Where is the next one? Further west. Alright, then we are good to keep going. Yeah, thankfully the Ether Currents are generally along the route that you'll take in the main story, so it's rarely a huge diversion to go get them. Which is good, because I would like to unlock Flight eventually. It's just going to be very, very slow to unlock Flight with how slow the side quests are going to be from just how many side quests there are. Alright, more Noth, because they just can't leave us alone. Okay, only 2 so we can single target and go faster. Good to know. And looks like we are leaving the forest. It really opened up over here. Wow. And is this our destination? An old, looks like an old shrine that's collapsed? Alright, let's go check it out. And there's Dravani and Avis is here. Okay, let's be careful of that. Should we chance to meet Marsucham again, and remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect the Noth, I doubt I would be standing here. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ishgardian, the style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Alphino. This structure is, in fact, over 1,000 years old. It is a remnant of the age when our ancestors and Dragonkind lived together in peace. You claim this as evidence of our harmonious past? I was taught that these buildings were constructed by the heretics in honor of your Dravanian masters. This rubble inspires no such awe in me. Stubborn fool, how desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you. You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Satora, pray reason with these two. This is a tough one. I'm stuck between these two. Please, set aside your differences for now. We are here to end the war. Quite, lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Satora's gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Vestinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Satora's visions confirm the truth? Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with Hraesvelgr will likely provide the catalyst Satora's gift requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. Alright, yeah, I'm grabbing that aiming clothing. I really want to replace the aiming clothing that we currently have. We're going to be getting to crafting soon enough, so we'll be able to replace it ourselves, but I would really, really, really like to have something that isn't based on frickin' skill speed. Ooh, that is a nice looking shirt though. Look at that. I like it. Ooh, I might actually try to incorporate that into a glam. For now, this is good. All right then, with that. Oh God. Let's deal with you. And then we'll be able to finish up for today. Actually, let me see. Where are the other ether currents? It kind of looks like I might have missed one somehow. I'm seeing one at coordinates 36, 36, 30.6 and 36.2. Okay, we have not gotten there yet. Fair enough. We're good then. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, more job quests. Then we're going to be taking care of a seasonal event this weekend. And next week, we're going to have one main story quest as we continue to make our way through the Dravanian Forelands. I will see everyone next time for that.